Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 13 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, in the previous video, we had a detailed discussion on a female chart for the timing of marriage. Same example, we are going to study with the help of the PILT table how the key planets were useful in finding the destiny and also the Dasabhukti periods for the timing of the event with the help of the PILT table. Now let us examine the PILT table of the chart. Example number 13, timing of marriage. We are going to study this example with the help of the PILT table. This is the birth chart of that female native. Now let us examine the PILT table for the timing of event, that is marriage. Let me choose this, use EPS colors and KP check all and keep open the self-significators. If you look at the self-significators, there are a few light red planets and Ketu is there. Only Ketu is the one which has got 6 of Lord, but having got 3 and other mixed significator at the second planet, so that is not bad. Venus is good, and the Sun is also good, and Moon planet is having mixed significations because of the 8th sublord, 4th lord, and representing Ketu 6th sublord. Unfavorable grouping also present. Mars is good. Lagna Lord, 8th Lord occupying Lagnas. This is good actually because though it is 8th Lord, Lagna Lord occupying Lagna. Suppose Mars is getting favorable other key planet in its supports, Lagna will get the impact of that favorable key planet strongly. Rahu is good. Second planet Saturn has got some weakness but not detrimental. Jupiter also good only, but it has been given blue because 12th lord and 4th sublord. But 9th lord occupying 3rd house, 7th star lord are good, all mixed, but not unfavorable. Saturn is 10th lord, 11th lord occupying 9th house, 4 and 10 cuspal, 4th star lord and 10th cuspal sublord. It has got some weakness, but not unfavorable, right? Now that Saturn's second planet Rahu is good. So because of that, Saturn has been given a pink shade. Mercury planet is 7th cuspal sublord planet, but itself is 3, 5 and 1, 7 is good. But 6th lord and 8 and 12 cuspal star lord. It is weakness also there. It is a mixed planet. So primary planet, that is destiny planet itself is self-afflicted. So there are many mixed key planets and 2, 3 favorable key planets, 1 weak planet. So we could see, there are many planets with such mixed significations. Now let us examine the destiny. 7th sublord is Mercury. That Mercury itself self-afflicted, and Mercury, okay, star level is Venus, and star sublord is Moon. Moon planet is also having got mixed significations, and star lord of the sublord is Jupiter. Jupiter is also favorable, mixed but with favorable. But now let us check Moon is getting any support from other planet. Our strong favorable other planet, green color planet, Rahu is present. Rahu in the supports, it is present for the Moon, and Jupiter also present. Venus has got Sun in its supports strongly, and Sun and Venus are present at all levels. So it indicates that destiny is supportive for marriage. And with the support of the other planets, it is favorable also. It is not strongly indicating any unfavorable strongly, right? I think you're able to understand. Now we have to check the Dasa Lord. In which Dasa the native got married? The native got married during the Saturn Mahadasa. Saturn Mahadasa, during that period, the native got married. Look at the Saturn, whether Saturn is having good rulers, a star lord Venus, sublord is Mercury. So sublord Mercury, we have to check. Yeah, Mercury is the primary cuspal sublord planet with some weakness. That's what we already discussed here. Mercury itself is playing role at the star lord, sublord, is a good key planet, and also forming ruler link to the star lord and 12 level planet. And again, Venus is playing. So Mercury planet is a self-afflicted planet. For the Dasa lord, it is fine. It is supportive for marriage with some weakness. That's all we can say. And which are the favorable key planet of the destiny? Which are the favorable key planets making the destiny is favorable? That Venus, right? Venus is a strong favorable key planet, and Venus comes automatically. Sun will come because Venus in the sign of Sun only. And other favorable key planet is Rahu or in supports. That too, Rahu is a free planet, so role is limited. So that role of Rahu is there in the supports. So that Venus is playing role in the Dasa Lord. So Dasa Lord is having the key planet of the destiny favorable. And Dasa Lord is not having that strong unfavorable key planet. There is no such strong unfavorable Ketu, only the sixth of Lord, but that is not playing role in the ruler. And Moon is playing role here, right? Moon is having mixed significator. That is also not strongly unfavorable, but Moon represents Ketu. So Moon is the planet which is having some weakness, given to the destiny. The Dasa Lord is not having that Moon its ruler. That way it's good, and it is having all the favorable key planet, including the destiny planet in supports. So Dasa Lord is good. So in the Dasa Lord, which are the favorable key planet? In the Dasa Lord, favorable key planets are Venus. Strongly Venus is playing. Venus, Sun, and Rahu. Rahu is not playing role here, but Rahu is not playing directly. Yeah, Rahu is there in the support of the Saturn. So Venus, the three levels ruled by Venus, the strong favorable key planet of the Dasa Lord is Venus. So the Buddhi Lord should have this Venus in its rulers definitely. And that planet, what is the role of the primary cuspal sublord? That is also playing role, though it is having some weakness, but it's also important. But Venus is having that Mercury. So that way role of primary cuspal sublord and destiny planet also present here. So Venus is a strong favorable key planet. Bugdila should have this strong favorable key planet, and it can have other favorable key planet also in its rulers, and it should be free from the Saturn or Mercury in its rulers, because they are the pink shaded planets. If it is there in the Bugdila, in the primary rulers, it will cause obstacle. That we have to see that. Saturn Dasa, Mercury Bugdi will not be strong enough, because Mercury having got the the rulers, because destiny planet itself, when it is having some weakness, that will not favor for the event during its period. So that way Mercury is not very strong, because sublord is not good. And Ketu Saturn, you can see Ketu Saturn, two levels ruled by pink and one level is Ketu. And you can see, we can also check that manner also. Look at the rulers, how many planets are having that pink shade planets more than two levels, or star level and sub level if they're having the pink shades, because they're the important levels, pink and red. Or so we can check Moon is having 1, 2, and 3. 3 levels. Jupiter is having star level Saturn and sub level is Moon. These two pink shades are playing at this star level and sub level. And Venus is not having anything, Sun is not having anything. Mars star level is Moon, but sub level is Rahu. That is good. Rahu is our strong favorable key planet that is playing role for the Mars. And Rahu there in the source, but star level is Moon. Okay, so that way only the star level has got weakness here, and other level is blue only. That is fine. Anyway, let us check to a level. So fourth level has got weakness. And so Jupiter is having weakness, Moon is having weakness, Ketu is having weakness, Venus, Sun, and Mars and Rahu. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4 planets are the one which are Venus and Sun are not having that pink shade planets, but Mars and Rahu are having pink shade planets in only one level, and other level has got the favorable key planet for Mars. But here Rahu, one fourth level is Rahu and sub level is Mars. So that we have to do the comparative study. We will check later. Now, in Saturn, which is the strong favorable key planet? Venus. Venus is not playing role in Mars and Rahu. Venus is playing role only in Venus at all levels. That's good. Venus also having the Mercury, as we already discussed. So Venus is strong favorable key planet on all levels ruled by Venus. When all levels ruled by one planet, we have to check. We can also check the sub-sublord. Venus sub-sublord is Rahu. So Rahu is one of the strong key planet which already discussed, that Rahu is the sub-sublord for the Venus. So that way that also will be supportive, the favorable. So let us check the Venus. Venus sub-sublord is Rahu. Rahu is our one of the key planet, right? So Rahu is the green color planet. So that already we discussed. And Venus is having the Rahu in its supports, so automatically Rahu forming Rudal link to all levels. Sorry, Venus is not having the Rahu. I'm sorry. Venus is not having Rahu. Venus is having Mercury only. And Rahu, sub-sublord, is good planet. Rahu is a good key planet, right? So now Venus is comparatively better than the Mars and Rahu. And what about Sun? Sun is also all levels ruled by Sun. But the problem is what? That Sun is, look at the signification, 5, 5 and 2. All levels ruled by 5, 5 and 2. There is no role of Venus in the rulers. And so that is not very strong. Because Venus, if you see 2, 7, 5, 1, 5 and 11, they are good significations. So that is not playing role here. So that way Sun is good only, but not very strong to act as the Buddhi Lord, because it is not having the good key planet, the Venus in its rulers. Same planet is repeated. So Venus is better than the Sun. So Saturn Dasa, star level planet Venus, that Venus itself is playing role in the Buddhi Lord, all levels ruled by Venus. Under Venus, one antra, which antra is going to be strong enough to conduct the marriage, that we have to check it. So when Venus itself, if the Venus itself is strong enough, that itself can favor for the marriage, right? In its own antra. But if you look at the Venus, sub-sublord is Rahu is fine, but you can see if you open that Venus, all levels ruled by same planet, 2, 7, 4, 5, 1, 5, 11, 2. So you can see same planets repeatedly coming and with 4th house and also 12th house, and also conjoined with these Mercury 6, 8 and 12. It is also having at all levels having some weakness also present. So definitely that Venus needs some more planets. Suppose Rahu is the sub-sublord. Rahu is forming Rudal link to the Venus, that would have been better. That is not also there. So that way Venus needs one more planet which is also having some good grouping. It is supportive for the marriage. Out of them, the Antra Lord should have the Venus in its supports or in its ruler, and also Rahu in its rulers, because Rahu is the key planet of the Venus, and Venus and Rahu are the strong favorable key planet, and other Sun and Mars are also present, so they also can be playing role. If you look at that look at Mars and Rahu, only these two planets are on the list. Out of them, which has got Venus in supports, Venus in rulers, no planet has got Venus. But Mars has got Venus in Rasi. Rahu is not having Venus in Rasi. Rahu is not having star lord also Rasi. Venus. So that Venus is not playing role for Rahu in the planet level and star level. And here Venus itself is playing, and Mars, Venus are well connected. And star level for both the planets are moon only. But sublord is Rahu. Here sublord is Mars. So that good key planet is playing as the source level. This good key planet of the Buddhi Lord is acting as the sublord, which is better. That sublord is better because sublord is a good key planet forming ruler link to the star lord and sublord. And the Dasa Lord is good, Rahu, forming ruler link to the star lord, yes, but not sublord. If you open that EPS table, you will understand the difference. If you look at that Mars, Mars starting with the Lagna Lord, occupying Lagna, getting the support, getting the support at sub-level is very good. And forming ruling all levels having this. Rahu also well connected. Whereas if you take the Rahu, source planet is got strength, but star level is the same. But look at the sublord is 181. Sublord is not very strong. Source planet is strong in Rahu, but for the Mars, Rahu is the sublord planet. Rahu in the sub of Mars, here Mars in the sub of Rahu. That is the difference. So now, under Venus Buddhi, Mars Antra is better than the Rahu. Please understand, in the Mars, you can see star level is pink, right? Here, Rahu also pink. But still it is supportive, because as the Antra Lord should have the key planet of the Buddhi Lord, and it can have some weakness, but that weakness should be supported by the favorable key planet in its supports. That's what it is happening in the Antra, because no other planet is having that strong supports. And under the Venus Buddhi, Mars in the sign of Venus itself. So the PILT connection between the Buddhi and Antra is strongly present for the Mars. That way, in the Saturn Dasa, Venus Buddhi, Mars Antra, the native got married. So such a study when we are doing, as I used to say, that please keep open that EPS table, that self-significator table, look at the signification and check their level-wise combined study, or you keep open. Just whenever you have the doubt whether this planet is good or this planet is better than this planet, both are having that key planets are ruling, but which level is comparatively better, you have a doubt, you please open the EPS table and check, start from the source, then star level and sub level. If it is playing combined level study, you check it, then you will understand which is better. I think you're able to understand. We will meet in the next example. Good luck.